forward plays. And Abyss scrambling a little bit, panicked a little bit in defense there, which opened up their net. And it looks like they're going to lose the first game, Twos.
Things that you see coming from Abyss, especially coming from some PS4 players here, even though Eric is well known. Zirkzee coming in late, giving Abyss a bit of time if they can win this next kickoff to try and catch up and get the equaliser, take it into overtime. But look at that play coming in from Zirkzee there. Nice little assist coming out from Express as well. So, I don't know, Yummy, do you think Abyss have it in them to try and bring this one back?
They definitely do. There's the kickoff goal opportunity. As he has it here, he puts it wide. Can he finish it off? He can! Express at the 0-second goal to tie up the game.
0 hero goal. Look at this play come in from the boys at Abyss. Adzi working this one down nice and fast. Express getting there in time to try to put that one in for overtime. So beautiful work coming out from Abyss. But look at this team pickup, putting the pressure on Abyss at the moment. And Abyss now working away with the kickoff, but it's going to work off to Kevlar. He's going to push this one downfield, sets it up for a dangerous center ball. Eric comes in, doesn't get the touch that he's looking for. Sirik's trying to work it out, but it's not working in his favour. Shot coming in from Kurdo, mate, but it gets blocked out by Express. Eric comes in, whiffs that big shot on. But Kevlar works it down to his opposing team. That looks like it's going to be an own goal, and it is!
Oh, that is absolutely disappointing. It was meant to be a back pass, but the huge demo coming out from Adzi, very well played by him to have the forethought of opening up that net, and Cavalier ends up sinking it into his own goal. So not only do they lose 2 goals right at the end of standard regulation play to tie it up, they lose the overtime with an own goal. That has to be completely devastating for them. And it's entirely possible that Abyss are just going to go through on high spirits through the rest of the series.
Beautiful work coming out from Abyss in the end. Looks like they needed a bit of a time to warm up there, but the pressure that came out from team pickup was just absolutely phenomenal. 9 shots on goal for each, but obviously Cavalier in the end of overtime did get the own goal for Abyss to run away with that one. Take the first matchup in this best of 5 series here.
Yeah, Abyss are a very good kickoff based team, managing to get 2 kickoff goals there. Can they continue that in this series to finish it off? It is a best of 5, so they have 2 more to go, and we will need to see if pickup can make the comeback.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I've seen Eric play a bit of here, a bit there, and he is a phenomenal player. Kurdo, mate, and Kevlar, I haven't seen much of them, so it's quite interesting to see bring so much pressure and bring the heat up against Abyss at the moment, but already kickoff working in favour. Not sure if that's me, but a bit of server late coming out, but at the moment, team pickup now working it down defensive end. Express now pushing it down for a dangerous centre ball, but Adzi's not going to get there in time, so Eric now has got to work his magic, which he does, gets it around Adzi, but Sirix comes in for a shot on. Cavalier gets a nice little defensive touch there. Eric now gets the clearance, pushes it out of the way, but as he comes in, works it over the top of Kurdo, mate, there. Cavalier still trying to push it downfield, but gets it down there. But Express now with the redirection.
Big plays already coming out from Abyss. They're able to keep the pressure, and you can see they're not playing as defensive as they normally would. They're pushing up 3-man in offense and forcing the plays out from pickup so far.
Just coming up to the 4-minute mark now. No team scores have come out as such. Team pickup doing nicely to hold on. Express now with a bit of a backboard play in effect. Adzi comes in, doesn't get the touch that he's looking for. Kurdo, mate, now gets the clearance, pushes it off to the wing. Cavalier for the follow-up. Going to go for a bit of a freestyle here. That's a dangerous shot on, but Express, he's back there for the defensive touch. Now Eric comes back in to try and set this one back up for his team, but it's going to be worked off to the other side wing. Cavalier comes in to try and hold this one up. It's not working in his favour. Express now pushing it downfield. Adzi with a big centre air ball. In comes Sirix. He's not going to get the touch that he's looking for. Neither is Eric. So Adzi now left to do a bit of work here. Sets it up. Cavalier holds it out of the line of sight from the net. Kurdo, mate, with the follow-up to get the clearance. Comes in, that's a dangerous ball, works it out of Express's way though, but Sirix comes in with a shot on it, he's gonna get it.
That was an absolutely fantastic play. Express was hanging back, waiting for the ball to come in, gets bumped, but manages to pass off of that. Sirix with the shot at the top left, and then Eric finishes it in. There was so much that happened in that play, and Eric Another disappointing own goal. I think it would have bounced ever so slightly out without his touch.
The work coming from Abyss there to get that first goal. Team pick up now, bringing the pressure back, keeping it down the defensive end. Zurich now with the clearance. Adzi with the follow-up. He's holding this one. He's got to try and work it around Cavalier, but Cavalier reads that one nicely, pushes it straight downfield. Lucky Sirix is there, but it's going to get worked over to the top of him by Curto, mate. So beautiful work coming in from Team Pickup.
Yeah, unfortunate for Adzi. A little soft flick. He was going for something a bit harder, but it was really well read by Cavalier. Sent it all the way down for Curto, mate, to get a small redirect over the top of the goal.
Work coming out from him there. Kickoff now working in favour of Abyss, but Curto, mate, reads that one nicely, pushes it straight back down the defensive end of Abyss. Express now trying to work his magic, gets it around two players, even around Eret in the air. Eret now works it over the top of Sirix. Adds his left back in defence, try and work this one. Cavalier putting the pressure on. In comes Curto, mate, for a shot on, but it's going to get blocked out by Express. Eret now setting up for a little air ball. Cavalier goes up, works it over the top of Express. Ball just
It really
lingering
seems
in the wind.
that the pickup team have changed their strategy too. Seemingly not confident in their ability to beat the Abyss defense. They're instead starting to take them out of play, getting very aggressive. Curto, mate, and Cavalier just getting multiple demos in a row there.
Beautiful work, which is what you need to do. You know, if you know you can't beat them in freestyle, if you know you can't beat them on the long shots, just go in for those sneaky little cheeky demos, take them out and put that pressure on so you can try and utilize every situation. But the whiff coming out from Team Pickup there, so Sirix able to really capitalize and push this one downfield as he comes in to also put a shot on goal, but it's going to get blocked out of the way. Eret now working hard to get it out. Cavalier comes in for the clearance, but Express holding this one down the defensive end in line of sight of goals. Sirix now gets pushed out of the way. Curto, mate, working it around two players. He pushes it down wing, but he's going to get blocked out by Adzi. In comes Cavalier for a bit of a backboard play. Express with a nice little defensive clear there. Eret now holding it up back down center, but it's going to work in favour of Sirix. Curto, mate, now pushing it out of line of sight. Adzi comes in for the redirect. Curto, mate, back there once again with the redirect. In comes Sirix. Ping pong, ladies and gentlemen. Boys now from Team Pickup trying to hold on so desperately, but that's a shot on. And Adzi's not there for the follow-up. Doesn't get the touch that he's looking for. Express now trying to set this one up for his team, but Eret reads that one nicely, pushes it straight back down the opposing end of the wing. It's sitting down. Curto, mate, comes in, sets it up for a bit of a backboard play. Adzi goes up there first, so he's going to get the touch that he's looking for. Comes Sirix, but he's not going to get there before Eret. Eret pushes it downfield. Express now off to the opposing side wing. That's a dangerous shot, open net, but Adzi gets back there in time.
Yes, and right now their defense is holding strong, but it has been the Abyss offense that's been testing the waters, reducing the amount of boost that the pickup team even has to put any offensive pressure. So even though they're able to get the clears, they don't have enough boost to finish it off and get any big aerial attacks.
Right, Abyss now put pressure. It scores tied. 26 seconds left on the clock. Eret pushing this one downfield. Express with the redirect off to Sirix, but Cavalier's going to read that one nicely, keeping it down the defensive end. Cavalier coming in to try follow this one up. Curto, mate, pushes Adzi out of the way, but Adzi still gets a block that they're looking for. Sirix now pushing this one down. Eret gets a block.
Oh, no.
Cavalier whiffs, and Abyss, Adzi takes that one goal lead that Abyss really need.
Well read by Adzi. Perfect play by him, just putting it to the side of Cavalier, who was expecting him to hit it. In the entire rest of the net had already started turning that way and got caught out slightly. This puts Abyss 2-1 in the lead, and there's only 8 seconds left on the clock. All the pressure is on pickup team right now. It doesn't seem that they are going to be able to do it. One last chance though for Eret, the god. He puts it close, but it does go on the ground, and pickup team tail between their legs. Abyss are now 2-0 in the lead.
Still, to see a team like Team Pickup come into this Yummy Cheese, man, is so interesting. To put the heat on and put that pressure onto Abyss. Normally you see Abyss, pummel teams like this, new up-and-coming teams that are coming into the scene, or just lower-end teams that haven't really been recognized, for what they've been doing. But they're certainly coming in with high hopes to put those shots on net and obviously put the pressure onto Abyss. Even though Abyss come out with 8 shots on net, only the 5 coming from Team Pickup. Still interesting to see what they can come back with here.
Yeah, Abyss were able to keep the pressure a lot during that match, playing quite aggressive until they were 1-1, where Express started to hold further back and prevent any forward pressure plays. Coming from pickup team, They did start demoing, but they stopped halfway through, and if they kept that up, I'm sure that they possibly had a better chance. We'll see if they try and do that strategy again in this one.
Either way, now Kavalas works it around one, he works it around two, he's put it worked it around three. Kurt unable to there to try and help him out. So Sirix now pushing this one straight back downfield. Express now with a bit of a backboard play. In comes Sirix, who's going to get blocked out by Kavalas. Beautiful work coming from him. Eric now trying to work something. Gets a pass off to Kurto, mate. Kavalas now trying to set up the ball that this team needs to try and come in and capitalise on that one. Eric comes in, but it gets blocked out by Express there. Works straight back down the defensive end of team pickup. That looks like an open net, but Kavalas working hard to beat Sirix to the bowl, so the block's going to come out. Still being kept down the defensive end of team pickup at the moment. As a big floater airball comes into effect. Adzi, though, sitting there patiently, holds it up. Express now working around. That's an open net. Express with the follow-up. Works it around Kurto, mate. Adzi there tries to hold it up, hoping to call out Kavalas there, but Sirix comes in with a big shot on net to take out the first goal in the third match.
Self set up by Sirix as well. He only needed to put that on net, but he does it with style up against the backboard and then puts it down. Managing to do that by just getting up very quickly to the ball and over the top of it, allowing him to get that downwards angle.
It's a beautiful work coming out from Sirix there. The boys from Abyss now keeping it down the defensive end of team pickup. Boys now trying to really work hard on the defensive pressure, trying to hold this one out, make sure that Abyss have no opportunities, put those shots on or set those team players up. And they're trying to set something up for themselves, but Eric doesn't get the touch that he's looking for, so Express now gets outplayed by one of the boys from team pickup. Now sitting down center, big demo coming out from Express, onto Express, sorry. So Kavalas now comes in with the shot on. He also gets the demo onto Adzi. The boys from Abyss still able to push this one straight back downfield. Express with the follow-up. That's a dangerous center ball. In comes Sirix. It's going to hit the left-hand crossbar, and the boys from Team Pickup get the clearance.
Yeah, and that was 2v3 attack. That is the problem with this demo strategy, is that these Abyss players are so used to playing casuals and 2v3s and random modes like that, that they're confident, even with the man down, to be able to push forward.
Right, Kurt now trying to push this one downfield, but he gets blocked out by Adzi. Adzi now passing off to Express, but he gets outplayed by Kavalas there. Now coming in with the redirect to Sirix. It's a backboard play, but Kurt now holds that one up, pushes it off to the wing. Now trying to hold this one up once again so his team can reset, but the team plays coming out from Team Pickup here. Just phenomenal to see these sort of PS4 players come out and puts this amount of pressure onto Abyss. Kavalas now getting the demo onto Adzi, but it's still working in favour of Abyss down the defensive end. Centre ball coming in now, but Adzi reads that one nicely. Goes for a shot on. Eric gets back there in time for the save. He's now going to try and work this one up, but the pinch comes out from Adzi, still working in favour of Team Pickup. Sirix now hold this one up, works it over the top of Kavalas. As he doesn't get the touch that he's looking for, so Eric comes in, sets this one back up. Kavalas with the shot on, but Adzi with a block. Work coming out from both teams here, but Team Pickup now starting to pick up those aggressive plays, starting to go up for each and every single ball, which is what we need to see. Not setting up all players, they're setting up one and making sure they've got that one person sitting back there for the redirect in case the whiffs come out, but that's an open net. Adzi though just holding this one up, lets Eric go for the play. Sirix now comes in with a nice little touch, still working in favour of Abyss at the moment. So Eric gets a nice little touch off to Kurt. Express comes in with the demo onto Eric there, so Kavalas has to work hard to get back for the defensive touch, which he does. Express now comes back in for the setup, tries to work it back around Kurt, but he can't get the touch that he's looking for, so Kurt gets the clearance. He works this one downfield, but he gets blocked out by Sirix.
So far, it's been fairly even in the midfield. Pickup team only one goal behind, but they only have a minute. And Abyss are very good at sitting on a lead. Cavalier with a massive pinch takes it down the entire length of the field and evens up the game.
Nice little touch, yeah, with an assist coming out from Eric. Both players going in up against one, so it's a bit of a 50-50 odds on who that pinch is going to work in favour of, and it came out in favour of Team Pickup to get that equaliser. Minute 8 seconds left on the clock. Team Pickup now trying to bring that gameplay back, put the pressure onto Abyss, but the demo coming out onto Kurt from Adzi there. So Eric now pushing this one straight back downfield, giving his team time to reset, set those team plays up. Kavalas comes in, gets blocked out by Sirix. Eric comes in, gets blocked out by Adzi. Express now comes in, can't get the touch that he's looking for, so it's left up to Sirix to push this one downfield, which he does. Express now with the shot on, but Eric gets back there in time to